Hey, Days fans, it's Sunday, which means it's time to start Dishin Days. Coming up next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Why, hello and good afternoon, all of you Days of Our Lives fans. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's Dishin Days, where we give you a full recap of your favorite soap opera, Days of Our Lives. I'm your host, Tony Moore, and I am joined by a brand new co-host today. She's a gal. Please help me introduce and welcome Miss Tami Goveia.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, how
I'm
are
so
you?
excited to be here. I cannot tell you.
So, Tami and I have been chatting via Facebook for like months. And it all started with a little post where I was like, does anyone watch Days and want to do a recap?
Me.
And, yeah. Without hesitation. And she was like, I also watch General Hospital. I watch Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, you'll be perfect. And so after many months of like going through all the training and orientation that she has to do, she is now here with us. You made it.
I made it. Woohoo! It's my own personal Olympics.
Right. And she's so sweet and she's been so amazing. This is like the first time we've met in person,
but,
and like, but there's like a connection.
Yeah.
So it's there.
Yeah.
It's there, and I feel like you're just sweet and humble and nice.
Thank you.
And this is gonna be fun.
Thank you so much.
So you guys make sure you welcome her with open arms, as I always say. And thank you guys for tuning in live. If you're watching us live, make sure you like us, follow us on all social media platforms, at Dishin Days for Instagram and Facebook, and _ Dishin Days for Twitter. The @ is implied. You'll get all these like little doodads that we do.
Yeah, I'll be
throughout
saying
the
it
show.
in my sleep.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. I say it in my sleep too. Oh, and also, if you're on iTunes listening, make sure you give us 5 stars and also leave a little comment, because Mark likes to look on the iTunes comments and choose our fan of the week. So that is a little incentive for you to go and comment and give us 5 stars.
I love that.
So let's just get right into it first. What did you think about this week of Days?
So I thought temperature-wise, I thought it was kind of a medium temperature. It wasn't scalding hot, and it wasn't like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was a good week.
I call it info week.
An info week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where things are happening, but it's not like, ooh. It's just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought there were a lot of surprises, because, you know, it's hard to be surprised.
Yeah.
You know, you've been watching the show for a really, really long time. And when you are surprised, it just feels so good.
Oh, does it?
You know?
Doesn't it feel like back in the day? I always say like around the 90s, when like there was always these cliffhangers. You were like,
yes.
It feels like that again.
Yes. And that's tough. You know, you got to give kudos to the writing team, because they've got to make it fresh every single time.
Yeah.
And I really thought it was fresh this week.
Me
So,
too.
yeah.
Me too. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. Before we get into our famous line, I forgot to mention Mark is working. So, you know, that gal is always busy on the go. So he's probably somewhere at his theater in a corner, probably tuning in. So hello, Mark
But he
Freeman Flynn.
he really is here, because I tried to get the high hair.
You know about the high hair.
Yeah, I tried to get the high hair. I know it's not Mark high hair, but, you know, I was inspired.
Girl, Mark girl, she's coming for your hair, girl. She's coming for your hair.
I'm working on it.
You're on your way. Me too. Except mine's like very Jackson 5 dripping today, so we're all good.
Though.
Well, thank you. Well, shall we get into it? It's now time to start
Dishin Days.
You're on it. Okay, so at this point, we're supposed to like turn the hourglass, but once again this week, I left it at my house. So my bad, the hourglass will be back next week. All right, so let's start with the first major storyline. Stefan, Abigail, Chad, Vivian, Andre, and Kate.
Yeah, what a hot mess.
First of all, can I just say, the scenes between Abigail and Stefan O. Demera, I am like in love with it.
Okay, because I wasn't sure what your thoughts were about Stefan. I mean, in the beginning, when he first came on, you were a little like, I don't know about him.
He's intriguing.
Yeah.
He's intriguing to me. Yeah, there's something about him that it's just like he comes on screen and I'm like, okay, I got my eye on him.
I love the actor. Tyler Christopher.
Yeah.
Okay, so when he left GH, I was like, so for him to come on Days in another authoritative, wealthy scenario, I was like, yes, this is going to be good because he does that so well.
And you can tell that he's so comfortable.
So comfortable. And he looks great.
Yeah.
He looks amazing.
He does.
Yeah.
And like, so the whole scene with him and Abigail and they're like kind of going back and forth. Really, I think because it's Info Week, for me, that's when I was like, oh, like I started looking forward to those scenes and how they were,
moments.
They were interacting together and Abigail's little remarks towards him and his remarks back, and then how he like finally made like a joke and was talking in the accent and it made her smile.
Right.
And I think for the first time she broke, but and right when he was like, oh, you have such a gorgeous smile, walks in Chad,
That's
who's
such
like,
a great moment.
Yeah.
Like step away.
Yeah. But I feel like Abigail's intrigued by him too.
Well, this is what I love. I love that she held her own. Okay, because she went in, like Chad said, into the lion's den, and she held her own. Antagonistic, but smart, truthful and honest, but totally has an agenda. So I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
And I really loved, like you said, toward the end where she did finally break that ice exterior, because he did kind of get to her.
Yeah.
Right? And it just kind of makes you wonder, what's going to happen between those two?
Yeah. But you know what? I like that they're kind of, I feel like they're testing him with a couple of different Salemites.
Right.
So
like
there's
Gabby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, how did you feel about that
Oh,
interaction?
well, no, I don't want that to go anywhere.
Yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
that to go anywhere. But
Yeah.
I thought it was, again, another female that he's interacting with that can't stand him from the get-go.
No one can stand him.
Yeah.
No one.
But I don't feel sorry for him.
No.
I don't feel sorry for him.
I ask you this.
Yeah.
Stefan O.
Can we just call him Stefan?
Sure. I know that O drives everyone
It
crazy.
makes me crazy.
Well, everyone kind of made a joke about it because even Kayla in the pub when she was reading like
Right.
that he was CEO, she was like
like-
Stefan O. And I was like, everyone gets the joke. Everyone is in on the joke, so I like that. Okay, so but I ask you this question. For Stefan, if you had to choose for him to be with someone,
Yeah.
would you choose Chloe or Abigail?
Yeah. So initially, I was Team Chloe.
Yeah. Because
And-
that interaction in Doug's place was great.
Was really great. They had really great chemistry. Again, both women are onto him. There's no illusion. They know exactly what his game is. They're both super strong women. But I don't know. I felt Chloe.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about
Abigail?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about maybe him breaking up Chad.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't know.
See, and already in the chat room, people are like, Chloe,
Right.
don't break up Abby and Chad.
Okay. Oh, no. Why?
I kind of like Abigail and Stefan.
Why?
I don't know. There is something there. There is something there between those two.
That something is she's married.
Well-
and that makes it like taboo.
I know. I get that she's with Chad, and I like them together because they have this playfulness with each other. However, that whole scene made me go, oh no, oh no, oh no, Tammy, oh no.
Can't deny the chemistry.
Yeah.
Can't deny the chemistry
No,
between
no.
Abigail and Stefan O.
Yeah.
But you know,
Stefan O.
I'm gonna stay Team Chloe.
Yeah.
She needs some
She
stuff
needs
in her
something.
life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. Now, so Chad and first of all, this whole storyline has so many sub storylines.
I know. You've
with
got
it.
the umbrella and then like 25 different
Yes.
plots going on. I know.
Because you have, let's see if we can break this down.
Okay.
You have Andre, Chad, Abigail, and Kate who are in cahoots to try to like get Stefan.
Right.
Then
And
you
Vivian.
have, Well, then you have Andre and Vivian who have their own thing.
Yeah.
But then now you have Vivian and Stefan who seem to have their own plan going on.
And you know what? And then you have Stefan.
Who probably just has his own.
He has clearly got his own thing.
It's like, who's doing what to who?
Yeah, he's not going to be this puppet that Mom thinks he's going to be, let alone Andre thinks he's going to be. That is clear.
I think he is going to be a true Demeter and do his own. But it's so interesting. I like the pairing of Andre and Vivian and how they're working together.
Okay.
And this plan to kind of get him back in the CEO position,
Right.
but in a roundabout way. I like that. I also kind of dig the coupling of him and Kate. How do you feel about him and Kate?
I love Andre and Kate. Okay.
But
I will say that I wasn't sure if I should pity Andre or if I should sit back and just watch him burn. Because once Kate finds out.
oh, and you know how Kate can be when she finds out she's been like done wrong. She's
Yeah.
been backstabbed.
Yeah.
Kate is not forgiving.
Can I just mention what I think is the line of the week in regards to Kate and
Yes.
Andre? When Kate's trying to convince Gabby to, stay on board.
Yeah.
And Gabby's all, well, I'm worried about Stefan and, Andre can't stand me. And Kate's like, girl, remember what we did to Nick? We managed Nick. Andre and Stefan get out of hand. They're going in the river. I lost it. I lost it.
And that was such a when it was Gabby, Kate, and Sammy.
Yeah.
It
oh
was
my
like
God, that trio.
it
yeah.
was like the girls who have done this before
Yeah.
with the newbie.
Yeah.
And it's like, girl, get it together.
Yeah.
Classic storyline. And then, okay, so I don't know, still on with Stefan and Abigail.
Yeah.
This whole back and forth between seeing them naked.
I know. But you know what was even funnier than that?
What?
So there's with Abby and Chad, and they're in the room, they're in the bedroom, and there was a moment when Chad had his pants on, but it was unzipped and unbuckled, and you could see his blue Calvin Klein underwear. I was a little like,
Mark would
I don't
have
know.
an appreciation for that.
I know, and
Not
it's
I.
not that I don't appreciate it, but he
Yeah.
looked, I don't know, not suave. Like when Stefan was.
Yeah.
There was a sophistication to it. There was a kind of.
And how the camera was just like in between the crack to
Yeah,
give the illusion that
right,
like he was
right.
naked and
there
how
was no
comfortable
finesse
he was.
to Chad's thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of like,
Ish.
all right, finish buckling. But Abigail looked beautiful in her towel
Yeah, she did.
with her hair like up.
Yeah, she
and,
did. Because I always answer the door when someone knocks on our bedroom door in a towel.
In a towel.
Always.
Yeah.
In a house full of people.
Oh,
Always.
I am the one that's like, hold on. Trying to find every piece of fabric to wrap all this around. Aaron Brody in our chat said, I love seeing Stefan naked. Mike Bowman says sophisticated nudity.
Right? See, that's exactly.
Yes. CJ says Chad and Abby have had a lot of love scenes. Too many. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, for the past 2 weeks they have been doing it a lot.
I
but
know.
sometimes that just happens on days.
Everybody's been doing it a lot on days lately.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if they're okay. Oh, Vivian sent a little message to Brady and Eve that. Kind of gloating that they got control of Gabby Chic. Which, sidebar, has anyone figured out what exactly Gabby Chic is?
It's her clothing line that has handbags and shoes and accessories, and that's what I'm gathering. Because I only know that much when Kate brought her into the room.
Yeah.
And that's what sold Gabby on Staying On, because you saw the shoes
Like
and the
everything
handbags,
set up and everything,
so
yeah.
I think it's kind of the brand is a whole woman.
Okay.
Gabby Chic can dress you from head to toe, boom.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's her. I forgot. She was like a personal dresser because she dressed Chad those.
I totally
few times.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay, now it all makes sense.
So that's the background.
Who's been paying attention? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But Vivian sent a little message to them. I love the little moments or the little nods to being buried. They're always Days is so good by like reminding us that Vivian is the queen of burying
Yeah, you
people.
don't want to mess with her.
I didn't. One thing that I was just kind of like side-eyeing because I felt I wasn't quite sure how I felt was Brady's reaction and how he like went for Vivian.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, this must be new Brady because I feel like the Brady that we know, I'm not sure if he would have gone for Vivian like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
The Brady that we know wouldn't have sat down with Victor and said, Eve is desperate. She's so needy. She's putty in my hands. I was really surprised to hear all that stuff come out of his mouth.
Well, we're going to call him Drunk Brady.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of stuff going on with him. He's still not emotionally healed from everything else. And he was so arrogant. And I'm not used to seeing him that way.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Yeah. It's taking some getting used to. I can see why Eve gets so, like, hot and bothered by it.
She likes arrogance. She likes the
she likes
like the man who takes control.
She likes power.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think he's kind of expressing that now, finally.
But both Andre and Brady, the fact that they're underestimating the women in their lives the way they are, wow.
It's all gonna bite them in the behind.
It's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Really, really bad.
Yeah.
And it was interesting going back to when Vivian came by and Brady had her in the chokehold.
Yeah.
Eve, did you notice Eve in the back? She's not trying to break it up.
No.
She's not trying to stop anything.
Eve is like, my name is Ben and I ain't in it.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah. That was my thought too. I was like, Eve is not gonna jump. Oh, okay, well, she's just gonna let Brady do what he wants to do.
She just had a little smile on her face.
Yeah.
And then Vivian leaves, and she's like,
yeah, and then she's like, "Come hither."
Come hither.
And we'll talk more about Brady and Eve later on because that's an interesting little thing that's happening.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think that's it with Stefan, Abigail, Chad, Vivian, Andre, and Kate. I think we pretty much covered everything with that. Let's move on to the next storyline. Lonnie, Eli, JJ, and Gabby.
Right.
Okay, so we totally thought the one night in Eli and Lonnie world that it would just be a secret that's like going to be kept between them.
Yeah.
But we find out that Lonnie's pregnant.
Right. Were you expecting that? Like, could you see that coming down the pike?
No.
Okay.
You know why? Because here's the thing. Both at the same time, both Patch and Lonnie both had the dizzy spell, and I was like, is this like post effects of the Halo? Like what?
Right.
Like what's? Then I was like, oh my God, is it an outbreak where?
That was my thought exactly. Like, oh God, there's a new virus in Salem. The 6 people are gonna die. That was exact. And again, going back to the writing. So when it was revealed that she was pregnant, totally did not expect that.
I didn't expect that.
Totally didn't expect that.
And that's I felt like Lonnie, like, oh my God, like you cannot keep this secret now. And when she went to Eli to kind of talk to him, I think she was testing to see what his thoughts were about that night. And I think that's why she called Kayla and was just like, I've made a decision about the pregnancy. She was like, I think there was a part of her that wanted to keep the baby, but I think there's a part of her that's like, there's no way I can keep this baby. What did you think about the reveal to Kayla from Lonnie about like sleeping with someone that wasn't JJ?
Right. I have to say, I love Mary Beth Evans so
She's
much.
So sweet.
She and Deidre Hall are the personification of when you just need someone to listen to you and be sympathetic to you and be compassionate. I loved that scene between them.
Yeah.
And Kayla was just saying, this is about you, because she kept making it about
saying,
everybody else.
Yeah, she's like, but what do you
Exactly.
want? What do you need?
You've got to take care of yourself. You've got to put yourself first.
Yeah.
So I really love that.
Yeah.
And I love that that Lonnie had a space to get all those emotions out. And I think her going to see Eli, she needed to continue like getting that stuff out.
Yeah.
Because this is just catastrophic for her.
Yeah.
Catastrophic because
Yeah.
she loves her boy so much.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Yeah?
does. I think
JJ's
she's...
is going to be devastated. And
Go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
I thought when Eli was laying into her, like, why can't you let this go? Like, we just need to move on. It was just a one night stand, and granted, it was the wrong thing to do, but blah, blah, blah. He was laying into her so much, I thought she was going to say something.
Yeah.
I really thought she was going to
But
break.
how about that reveal, though, with JJ?
Did you expect that?
No.
I didn't expect that.
You almost feel like you should because it's typical days, but
I thought they were going to drag it out longer.
I thought so too.
So much longer.
To the point where like it's getting down to the 3 months,
Yeah.
and she has to make a decision.
Yeah.
But when JJ walked up and was like, "Oh my God, you're pregnant," I was like, "Oh God!" I was like, "Oh
it
no!"
was just-
like there was a moment where I was like, "No,
No.
don't let him find out. He's already been through too much. Don't let him find out." So
Yeah.
and now it's like eating her up even more because now it's like she has to say something.
She has to.
She has to say something.
And I felt so bad because he thought it was his fault that she wasn't going to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
He thought that she thought he wasn't going to step up, that sort of thing. That just broke my heart. That broke my heart. And I really wasn't expecting him to be all yay, yay, we're pregnant.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that either. I thought he would have a lot more questions, but apparently he was just going with it.
He trusts his girl.
Aaron Brody said, Lonnie just had sex with Eli 2 weeks ago. How is she pregnant already?
Well,
It happens quickly.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. And I was actually a little surprised. That's a good point.
Yeah.
When Kayla said, "Oh, here are the tests. I'm absolutely sure. It looks like you're 2 weeks." I'm like, 2 weeks?
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, she caught that thing quick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow, they can do that now? Okay.
Listen, if that is some strong EPT right there. Real strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Gabby and Eli like had a conversation that I kind of wasn't paying attention to. It was almost just kind of like Eli's on this thing of like feeling bad about what he and Lonnie did and trying to make it up to Gabby. But I did perk up when he basically asked Gabby, "Why did you go with Demerit Enterprises and not, Basic Black?"
Yeah.
And I think for the first time she was kind of like, do other people know the real reason why I might have went? You know what I mean?
Are you talking because of Chad? Yeah.
That was my first
Yeah,
thought, was that
yeah.
she went with Demerit Enterprises because Chad was going to be CEO and she
Right.
trusted Chad more. But now that Stefan is CEO,
Which is why she was
she's-
freaking out so much.
Yeah. And like laying into him and questioning him and being like, she was basically like, "I don't know you.
Right.
So
And I don't want to know you. But he called her on it.
yeah." And he was basically like, whatever you want to know. And she was like, no question's going to make me know you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So true.
But she laid it in thick on him. But I guess we'll see how this plays out.
Do you like Eli and Gabby? Yeah.
I actually like Eli and Lonnie.
Oh.
I like
Yeah.
Eli and Lonnie, and I think they should revisit Gabby and JJ. Only because back when the Halo thing happened,
Yeah.
and we saw a glimpse of how it could have been.
Could have been.
I was like, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I don't know. Let's see. Annie Goen says Ray Charles could tell that Gabby chose Demerit Enterprises because of Chad. Taylor Jones says, I want my Gabby and JJ back. CJ wants Gabby and JJ to reunite. Marlon says Lonnie is not feeling Eli. She is not.
Yep, I agree.
Scroll up a little. Candace Mack said, hey, if Chad can grow a beard in a matter of an hour, then yes, Lonnie can be 2 weeks pregnant. Good one.
Right?
Good one. Oh, side note, that was all the rage this week on how Billy Flynn had a beard.
The scruff.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
And, honestly, I didn't notice.
I didn't
notice
either.
I didn't notice. I did not notice. So slid by us. We were probably like in our laptops, just like taking notes and stuff.
But I was the same way. The scene, the work between Eli and Gabby. It's like,
Yeah. I'm over it.
Yeah.
I'm done. Speaking of two people who are hot and heavy, Brady and Eve.
Yes.
I have to say I like Brady and Eve.
Why?
I think I said this last week because this is why. I feel like Eve reminds you of a lesser evil version of Kristen.
You think she's less evil?
Yes.
Or just more mature evil?
Kristen is a Demera. So her line of evil is like...
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like Eve is more of I'm a strong woman who will not be taken advantage of and who will not be made to look like I can't handle what the boys can handle.
She's not derailed like Kristen.
Yeah. Which I think there was a part of Kristen that was like that, but that Demera-ness in her creeped in.
Yeah.
And it made her go that way.
I like the two of them together. Mm-hmm. I just don't know if it's gonna last.
There's something about this situation that makes me feel like Brady is in it to take control of her, to kind of will her in.
Right.
But I feel like he's going to fall for her. But I think when he does, she's gonna be like, I know you were trying to play me, so I was just playing you too, boo.
Right.
And then it's gonna be like, but no, like you guys need to be together.
But I think so. That's kind of
yeah.
I think I kind of see that happening. Mm-hmm. I don't know if something's gonna come in and derail everything. Because you know what always happens is they'll end up, they realize that they love each other, and then something comes in and everything gets blown apart.
Exactly.
But I'm not sure how I feel about it. Because, okay, honestly, I'm just not liking Brady right now.
This is a different Brady that we're having to get used to.
And so whether he's with Eve or whoever, his attitude and... Yeah, it's hard for me to get past that in order to be able to say, yeah, I really like him and Eve together. Does that make sense?
Yes. I think we're adjusting to new Brady because old Brady was not as strong and curiosity as he kind of is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's just tired of being hurt.
Yeah.
He's just like that wounded animal. That's what it is.
Right?
Yeah. He's that wounded animal.
It reminds me, because, I'm a theater queen. It reminds me of Wicked.
Yeah.
And Elphaba just being like, you know what? I'm just going to be Wicked. And
I'm going to embrace it?
Yeah. I feel like Brady's just like, you know what? Tired of it? I'm just going to be strong.
Yeah. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to be what I want.
Yeah.
And...
I can't believe I just made a comparison to Wicked. Theater queen. Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's just tough.
And just how like they're, Brady and Victor are just, doing this up with the whole pretending like, like they were sitting there talking and then Henderson just texted me that Eve's pulling into the driveway.
So she walks in and they have this theatrics.
Yeah. The theatrics of like, you better be ready because Eve and I are going to take Titan down. And then he walks out and then she's just like,
come here.
Yeah. And I'm just like, girl, y'all are trying to play this up real good.
And I was wondering for a moment when she was overhearing everything, if she knew they were putting this on. Yeah. Or if she really bought into it. I think she really bought into it.
I think she bought, I feel like, I want to feel like she's kind of half in, half out.
Yeah.
Where she's like, kind of like, but then she's kind of like, yeah. So I don't know.
She looks great though.
She does.
She looks amazing.
Oh, Cassie DePaiva.
Oh, my living word, that short do on her is profound. I love it.
She is looking amazing.
Yeah, she's looking healthy and strong and gorgeous.
And good for her, because side note, we all know that she had a battle with cancer. And and I remember I texted her and I was just like, you are a strong woman and you will get through this. And it was so great to hear that, she's back up on her feet and doing well, and like she didn't let that slow her down.
Yeah.
So work, Cassie.
And not just coming back to work, but coming back to Days, because it's grueling.
Yeah.
She's not just doing episodic stuff, and so it's really, really good to know that she's feeling strong. And, and her work is amazing. It's really showing.
Yeah.
It's really showing.
All right, so that was our 3 main storylines, and now let's get into some tidbits. And right after tidbits, we will take your phone calls. So get those questions ready, get those comments ready, because we want to hear from you. All right, so first tidbit, Sierra and Rafe.
Yeah. Oh, my living word.
I just knew for sure that Rafe was going to admit that he slept with Sammy. I'm torn.
I'm sorry. You really thought he was going to admit to Hope?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
I really thought that because he talked it out with Sierra, that was like the prep for Hope. But I was shocked when Sierra was like, he was talking to Abe. I was like, so you don't want him to tell? And now it's like they have grown closer together. It
Which
makes
is
their
a good
bond
thing.
closer.
Which
Yeah.
is a good thing.
Yeah.
After Sierra's conversation with Tripp, and Tripp was saying, you cannot do this to your mother. And here's why you can't do this. Do you really want to, are you really doing this coming from a good space? Or do you want to hurt your mom? And that's when I thought, she wants him to be straight with her mom.
Yeah.
But I think she's going to cover for him. And she did. She jumped in.
I was surprised about that. I really was. Because I think there was a part of me that's just like, listen, Hope, you can't really get mad. Y'all had broken up. There was no like future really.
But it's with Sammy.
Who's surprised by that?
I know.
Who's surprised about Sammy?
I know.
But
I miss her, by the way.
me too. Oh God, I hate that she just came in and just now she's gone.
It's just cruel.
Allison Sweeney, you better get back to Days of Our Lives.
It's cruel.
But whatever. I like that from it. We have a stronger bond with Rafe and Sierra.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah,
that's sweet. But it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back to bite him.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just knew he wasn't gonna be honest with her. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I just thought he was gonna come clean and we were gonna be done with it, but apparently not.
Nope.
So there's that, and then we have Claire and Tripp.
Yeah.
Poor Tripp. He really does care for Claire.
I know. I don't understand why.
Do you not like Claire? How do you feel about Claire?
I don't trust her.
Yeah.
I get why Sierra feels the way she feels about her.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I'm not. No.
You're not team Claire.
I think Tripp is good for her. I think Tripp is good for Claire.
I am with you with that.
I think he's good for her, but I
Yeah.
don't think she's good for him. I don't think she's good for him.
Yeah.
I just think she's spoiled. I think she's flighty and she's like that little sparkly thing. You dangled something sparkly in front of her and then she loves it, but then if it goes away, with poor Theo going to South Africa, out of sight, out of mind.
Oh yeah.
I have no faith that she's gonna keep the fires at home stoked and warm while he gets better.
Yeah.
Do you?
But
Yeah.
I've kind of been on the fence about Claire and Theo. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, if he goes away and Claire and Tripp happen, I'm good.
Why is he going away? Like,
Because
is he leaving the show?
I don't know, because according to what they're saying, he's being sent to South Africa because the motor neurons,
Right.
and it's not allowing him. He can't walk.
Right.
So there's a treatment in South Africa that will. It's not a 100% guarantee,
Right.
but it's
So
something
he's gonna
that
be
can
gone
maybe.
for a whole year.
I guess so. And maybe a brand new Theo will come.
Maybe. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm always trying to pitch myself into that show.
Why is this happening? Why are they sending him away?
I don't know.
For a year.
Yeah.
Like what's coming
happening?
down the pike? Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows why Days does what they do?
I know.
But look, we got Tyler Christopher and Louise Sorel. So like, who knows? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
I know.
Moving on to Will, Sonny, and Paul.
Oh boy.
I will let you take this first on
Okay.
how you feel about this situation, and then I'll let you know how I feel.
Okay. First of all, I loved Paul confronting Sonny.
Oh, wait a minute. Pause. Marlon Wallace, I am not too dark-skinned to play Theo. I can pull off a Theo. Sorry. Go ahead.
Good for you.
Marlon Wallace says, sorry, Tony, you're too dark-skinned to play Theo. I beg all of your pardon, sir. Okay, go ahead.
Paul and Sonny, the confrontation in the town square.
Yes.
Rarely have we seen Paul get so riled up because he's usually the calm guy, right? The cooler guy.
Yeah.
But boy, did he get riled up. And
As he should.
As he should. So I was like, yes.
Yeah.
You tell Sonny he is out of line.
Sonny is not my favorite
He's
right now.
out of line.
Sonny is not my favorite right now.
He's out of line.
Sonny is blaming everyone for everything, and it's not everyone else's fault.
Yeah.
Everyone has to remember, Will doesn't remember him back in the day. You know what I mean? And like he said, everyone wants him to automatically be this Will that they knew, and he's not that guy.
You know what hurts, though? If I was in Sonny's shoes, there's a part of me that would want to think our bond was so strong that regardless, you would remember.
Yeah.
You would remember the feeling that something, but that's not the case.
No.
And he can't deal with it. He can't process that stuff.
I say maybe if there's time for him to really just kind of be him, that maybe things will start coming back. But right now, just let this Will figure out.
Play it out, yeah.
And
I don't like his haircut.
who, Will's?
Will's. I don't like the bangs.
I don't mind it. It's Chandler.
I keep wanting to like brush the bangs
Just
away.
kind of
Yeah,
like
you know,
do that mom does.
Yeah.
It's kind of that.
It's like,
Yeah. But I like Will and Paul together.
I've always liked Will and Paul together.
Yeah?
Right?
Okay.
Even back in the day.
When they cheated?
Yeah. I've always liked the chemistry between the two of them.
And now we know why, because I love that he's like, you just allow me to be me.
There's no judgment.
There's not
pressure.
this pressure to be someone that I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I like that. I'm with you. With
But
that.
Paul's not gonna. Paul loves Sonny. He's not gonna.
Paul has such a huge heart that he won't allow.
He can't.
He won't allow things to go there because he does love Sonny that much. And he's taking all this from Sonny because he's just like, fine, whatever. You know?
I don't want to see you hurt.
Yeah.
I love you.
It's like, I'm sorry that you're going through this, but I'm not doing anything. I'm actually the one that stepped back to let you guys figure it out.
And I'm glad Sonny's taking a trip to London and doing some business and
yeah,
getting some space so he can come back and just kind of, you know, address this the way it should be addressed.
It's like, girl, go do you and come back
Exactly.
as somebody else, please. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then we had Patch and his dizzy vision blurry spell.
What's going on?
He doesn't know what's going on.
What is going on?
I don't know.
I was getting dizzy.
Me too.
Every time they were doing the blur in and out with he's trying to read something, I felt like I was on a ship and just getting like vertigo.
But I also felt bad that this week everybody needed him to read something.
I know.
Everyone was like, here, read this. And he's just like,
Oh my
yeah, it looks
God.
great. Or
his reactions were priceless. Just taking the folder.
Yeah, and just
He's
being like,
oh man, how am I going to do this? How am I going to fake this?
or just like at the pub.
Right. I'll just order the usual.
Yeah.
I'm like, honey, they don't have.
It's
what
like
is
they
it?
don't have
Meatloaf
that.
or any-
Yeah. Or French. Was it the
French
French
dip,
onion
the
dip?
French dip, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
They don't have that anymore because Roman changed the menu.
That was actually kind of funny.
Side note.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to include this in, just a quick tidbit about Roman and Anna. Just having fun.
Yeah.
Anna's still with the ashes of Tony.
I know.
And there's that. Do you like Roman and Anna?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm at a point where I'm like, Roman, get it while the getting's good.
No, totally on board with that.
Yeah.
But there's so much history that it's hard for me to get completely on board. But in regards to like, you know what?
Just get it.
Just have some fun.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
Totally get it. But I had the same reaction that Kayla had when she brought out the ashes and put it on the table. I was like,
well, Kayla was just not having Anna at all. She was looking at Anna like, this girl.
Yeah, because we were just talking about how right you are in the head. So yeah, this makes total sense. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see what happened with Patch and his
I know.
dizziness and blurry vision.
It better not be anything serious.
Oh, God, I hope not.
You know,
I hope not. But we'll see. I don't know what's happening. It just came out of the blue.
arg.
And then last but not least, Jen and Eric.
Right. So I know. I know.
I
What?
hate it's just kind of like all this misinformation.
I
this
know.
like
It's misunderstanding.
and then
I know.
it's like she heard that he's probably still in love with Nicole, but he's not still in love with Nicole. He's trying to make moves on her, but then she walks in with the new doctor that wants to volunteer.
And okay,
and the
side
picture.
note though, Dr. Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've missed him. So he's been on before.
I'm with you. I was like, I don't remember. Apparently when Abigail was sick.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but
Okay.
kudos to Dr. Shaw for coming back
Okay.
and giving the googly eyes to Jen.
Major googly eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's be honest, if it was a choice between Dr. Shaw and Eric,
Right. There's no competition.
it's like I'm going with Eric at least for a little
he's
bit.
got such good hair.
Mm-hmm.
He has such good hair.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, he has to leave that picture of Nicole on the desk. The one picture that he missed, he threw everything
Right.
else away.
Except that one.
He threw everything else away.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do you like them together?
I do. I love Jennifer and Eric.
I haven't decided yet.
I love them together.
I haven't really
love
quite
it.
decided yet. I hate this like missed opportunity that they're
Yeah,
happening.
you
that's
know,
happening.
they're just stretching it out.
Yeah.
They're just building up the tension.
Yeah.
And, I love the scene between Kayla and Jen,
Mm-hmm.
and Jennifer's telling her like, "Oh, you know, nothing's happening. We're just friends," and Kayla's just giving her that look of, "Shut up,
Like
just shut up."
Kayla turned into a real girlfriend. Like, girl, go get your man.
The chemistry between those two, you know, obviously a lot of it has to do with the fact that they've worked together for eons.
Yeah.
So the rapport between them is priceless.
Yeah.
But it was just that special girlfriend moment of, come on,
Yeah.
just snap out of it.
Yeah. It was.
Just
yeah.
ask them. Just be honest with them.
Yeah. Willa said Tony's coming back for Anna. In what life?
Well, anything's possible.
This is true. It is
Anything's
days.
possible.
And that was it. That was the week of days.
Yeah.
That was, info week. So, we gave you a little bit. So we only are going to have one segment today. Because we got some things cooking on the turnpike. And your favorite person in the whole wide world, my chocolate twin, has graced us with a special segment that we normally call Look Who's Related. Oh, you love that. James Lott Jr. decided to send in this video to show you guys the interesting way that Stefan O. DiMera is related to some of the other characters on Days. Check it out.
Hello, it's me, James Lott Jr. It's like a little just like impromptu Look Who's Related. I felt like I should say something because I watched the show when it came back from hiatus last week. And I feel like I should say just a couple of things. I'm here coming from Pittsburgh, where my Steelers today. It was 0 degrees today here in Pittsburgh. 0. I didn't know what that means, 0. I fell in snow earlier. It was crazy. When I was coming home from Bob Evans. My glasses off, so no glare. Okay, so quickly, I just want to mention the whole Stefan O. DiMera and Tyler Christopher, who plays him. Here's some fun facts with him. Tyler Christopher was plucked from General Hospital. We miss him and his character Nicholas over there. He played a Russian prince, basically, Greek prince. So, Ron's written for him before. And here's a little fun fact. So Tyler Christopher, for like 20 years, played this role as Nicholas. Just great actor and everything. His character, his stepfather / uncle / guy who raised him, was played by Stephen Nichols, who plays Patch. Patch, his name on the show was Stefan. kind of fun thing. Also, Andre DiMera was also a Cassadine on General Hospital. That was Teo Pankless played Victor Cassadine, and that character's name's been brought up a lot recently on General Hospital. So some stuff going on over there. So it's 2 little fun facts. So he knows a few people from the sets. Mary Beth Evans, of course, played Tyler Christopher's love interest on General Hospital years ago. She played Catherine Bell. So it's like a small world with them. And I think he's doing a great job. I think he did a great entrance in the scene. I think it upped the ante for Marcy Miller and Billy Flynn and Lauren Kozlow and all of them. I think it got a shot in the arm we needed. I do agree. So Stefan Odemir, I had to chuckle for a minute. But that's something Ron does. Ron's writing is amazing. I think I told you guys a long time ago, when he comes on, he's going to come on like gangbusters. And so far he has. He's just come on like gangbusters. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm good. But I just want to say that I'm in Pittsburgh still. One day I'll come on the show, with the ladies. I love you guys. Bye.
And that
So
has
sweet.
been James Lott Jr. Look who's related. There we go. I never realized that saying James Lott Jr. can be a tongue twister a little bit.
James Lott Jr.
James Lott Jr. James Lott Jr. James Lott Jr.
You just got to keep puckered.
Exactly. So we're taking your phone calls now. So the phone number is 424-253-0749. Again, that's 424-253-0749. I totally tried to write that in the chat, and I forgot what the number was because I hadn't said it in so long. So you guys make sure you give us a call with your comments, and we'll take as many as we can before we run out of show. While we wait for your phone calls, we'll quickly go into some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So only one bit of news, and we let you guys know this last week. So there will be a chance for you guys to meet your favorite stars from Days of Our Lives in Atlanta, Georgia, February 2nd through the 4th, brought to you by the fine folks at Starstruck Fan Events. The event is called Escape to Atlanta, Valentine's Red and White Party Weekend. It's being held at the Hilton Garden Inn at Atlanta Airport North. Scheduled to appear are Billy Flynn, Marcy Miller, Casey Moss, Sal Stowers, Lamone Archie, and Camila Banos.
Nice.
So for ticket information, make sure you visit starstruckfanevents.com. Again, that's starstruckfanevents.com. And it looks like they have some great events planned. I'm looking at the website here. They have a meet and greet. They have a welcome reception. They have a cocktail dance party. They also have a group activity, which this looks really fun. They're going to do an escape room.
Nice.
So that's
so popular now.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yeah.
So popular.
I did one. I don't think we got in. So or got out.
You're here.
I am. But in that moment, we were locked in. So make sure you check out starstruckfanevents.com. If you're in the Atlanta area, you can check it out. If you're going, let us know, so that way we know that you're headed there.
Definitely.
And we still have a few minutes, so that sounds like a phone call, and we'll take it. Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's Dishin Days. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Tony. It's Brittany.
Hey, Brittany. How you doing?
Good. Haven't watched him forever.
Thank you.
The best.
I know. I feel bad that we took that long hiatus, but you guys kept us entertained with your tweets and comments and everything. So thank you for that. So what did you think about this week of Days?
I thought it was good. I really liked how they did the whole Vivian and Stefan storyline.
Mm-hmm. We're all trying to get used to that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like how his character is coming and just taking over and everything.
Me too.
He's got a real command on it.
Yeah. I
he's
feel
really
like he
owned it.
Yeah. He walked in and just kind of like, boom, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that.
Yeah, my thing is that just with the Abby, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't think they were gonna do that, like the scene where he did on purpose and she let her walk in, and then when he went to the door to her room and she had just her towel.
Right.
I was like, whoa.
What?
It's kind of like this whole back and forth
I
of
know.
seeing each other semi.
It's just such
naked.
a vulnerable.
Yeah.
Such a vulnerable moment
Yeah.
from the get-go.
I totally forgot.
Right.
Stefan making a point to ask. Oh, bye, Brittany.
Bye.
Oh, she's still there. Oh, okay. Stefan making a point to say, to question Abigail as to why she didn't tell Chad about seeing her in the towel. Because she told him
about
she told
seeing
him about
him.
seeing him
Yeah.
naked,
Yeah.
but didn't say anything about him seeing her in the towel.
Yeah, she told Chad about how she saw him, but she never told Chad about how he
I didn't even
saw
think
her,
about
kind
that.
of like that. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
See, I told you, Abigail is intrigued.
What's she hiding?
Right?
That's what I think. Like maybe they're trying to do something there, or maybe not. Just makes us
Testing
think.
the waters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sorry, y'all, about the hourglass. I'm sorry, I forgot. It's coming back next week. I promise. I promise. But thank you, Brittany, so much for calling in with your comments and always checking us out every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on AfterBuzz TV.
You're so good.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you. We have time for one more call. There we go.
Excellent.
Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's Dishin Days. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Time for one more call.
Oh, that's me in the background. Make sure you mute your computer. Are you there, caller?
I am. How you doing, Tony?
Hey, I'm great. I know this voice, but I can't remember. Maybe I'm wrong. What's your name and where are you calling from?
You do know this voice. It's Lisa from Loganville, Georgia. How you doing?
That's right, Lisa from
Lisa.
Georgia. How you been, Lisa?
I'm good. How about you? Did y'all have a good holidays and things?
We did. We had a great holiday. Did you have a great holiday,
Fabulous.
Tammy?
So good.
Lisa from Georgia, say hello to Tammy. It's her
Hey,
first show
Lisa.
today.
Hi, Tammy. Welcome. We're
Thank
glad to have
you.
you and hope you will be back again.
Thank you so much.
And what did you think of this week of days?
I thought there was a lot going on in Salem this week.
Yeah.
How you feeling about Stefan O. Demera?
Not quite sure yet. I don't like him messing with our Abigail and Chad.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Are you Team Chabby?
I am, of course. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I think everybody needs more counseling than just like one day. I'm glad Lucas is getting more than the rest of them.
Yeah.
They sent
Right?
Lucas off and was like, "You go ahead." And then poor JJ we're seeing his thing with Eric and him getting his counseling on his thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think everybody needs a retreat, a kumbaya moment to like just become centered in one.
Exactly. And what do you think's going on with Steve?
That's what we were just talking about. We have no idea because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So it's
I was
don't know.
really hoping it was a major virus and everyone was going to get sick.
Yeah.
But now
Well-
with Lonnie being pregnant, it's poor old Steve by himself feeling dizzy.
Someone in the chat said Steve's pregnant too. So
I just hope he's
Anything's
not being
possible.
poisoned because some people said that possibly he might be poisoned too. So
yeah, but who's doing it though?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
There's that's what Annie Goen said, that there's speculation that Steve is being poisoned. So I don't know, because that definitely came out of blue, and with him and Lonnie having it at the same time, it was just kind of like, oh boy,
Yeah.
like what's happening?
So confusing.
Yeah. So I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Did Steve,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad y'all are back on the air. We missed you during the holidays, and I hope you will come back again, Tim.
thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa, and keep tuning in. Okay. Thank you for your
Oh.
love and support.
Oh, I'll always. And I do plan on going to the Atlanta event, so we'll have to
Oh, that's right.
get some
Yeah.
details about that for you. So.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. If you're going to the Atlanta event, shoot us a tweet or something to let us know that you're going, and like take pictures for us so that we can like show it on the show as well.
Yeah, maybe
Fabulous.
we'll try to get them to say hello to y'all or something.
Please
Maybe,
do.
If we're so lucky.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you, Lisa.
Thank
Bye,
you. Y'all have a
Lisa.
good night.
You
Bye.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, y'all, and that's our time.
That is it.
I told you, it
flew.
goes by quick,
oh
right?
my God, it flew.
Right, we blinked and now we're done. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. But before we head out, Tammy, let the folks know where they can find you on the social medias.
So on the social media, folks, you can find me on Twitter at Tami Goveia and Instagram Tami_Goveia. Thanks.
And you guys make sure you tweet her and tell her what
Please,
a
I
fabulous
would
job
love to
she
hear
did
from
today.
you. Would love to hear from all of you.
Yay! Yay!
So excited.
Thank you for being here.
Oh,
You
thank you
were
for having
amazing
me.
and great.
Thank you.
And of course, you guys can follow Dishin Days on Instagram and Facebook, Dishin Days, or on Twitter, _Dishin Days. And you can follow moi on all social media platforms at Lounger with Tony or my website, loungerwithtony.com. We will see you guys next Sunday for another fabulous recap of your favorite NBC soap opera, Days of Our Lives. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.